Well, we keep winning die rolls, but we haven't won the last two matches, so... yeah, I'm gonna keep this. This is the first time that we've seen Mystic Forge. Well, we've seen Mystic Forge last match, I suppose, but we didn't have the mana to cast it. The deck doesn't really do anything when you kill all my stuff, man. No, I'm just kidding. It's a Mystic Forge combo deck, and it like uses cards like the Thorn of the Amethyst and the what's the other thing? The 5/3 to like kind of like lock out your opponents. But obviously, the matchup for last round was just abysmal. You like had like every single one of your spells is just a removal spell, so it does, like my deck doesn't do anything against the red deck, which I'm finding out it doesn't do a lot of the times, to be honest. I think there's like some misbuild of this deck, but that's something that I hope to change soon here. I'm assuming a Path to Exile is coming for our Master of Ethereum here. The nice thing about Path here is that we actually do get lands, and the more lands that we get to, the closer we get to no, it's fine. Your deck is sweet. I think the Prowess deck is super cool. Were you playing Red and 6? I saw the green mana, and I didn't know if that was just for like Ancient Grudge or if it was for Ren and 6 or something like that. Alright. Alright. Go ahead and play this on 2. AKA X equals 4. Thanks to the Master of Ethereum. I could have played Mystic Forge here, but I kind of want to do it when they're tapped low. A lot of these people are playing Mana Leak now. Okay, and Logic Knot apparently. So now I was playing Become Immense for Teemo Battle Rage, just trying different prowess builds. Okay, that's cool. Teamer Battle Rage is a card I haven't seen for a little bit, and I think it's like very good. Or not Teamer Battle Rage, but Become Immense. Unfortunately, our opponent has got to the Cryptic Command stage of this game. So I'm going to go ahead and attack first. Hopefully they Cryptic Command. Yep. And then we get to play Mystic Forge through their counter magic. Although they could have Force of Negation. Go ahead and pay a life. And unfortunately can't play that. I'm going to go ahead and play Signal Pest. And then pass the turn. Usually this is kind of how Mystic Forge sets up. It like takes one turn off to do some stuff. Okay. That doesn't kill our Mystic Forge, so that's pretty decent for us. Can't play lands, and can't play that, unfortunately. Alright. Off to a great start. What is this? Teferi to bounce Mystic Forge? Then we draw Chief Engineer and do nothing with it? Oh, okay. Nice. They're plussing. Plussing's good for us. If they minus, we probably just lose the game, but I guess they lose their Teferi. Guess this is free. Could play Lodestone Golem here. Could play another Mystic Forge here. Try to keep going. I think another Mystic Forge is best against the Teferi here. Allows us to get past this Chief Engineer. Okay. They could have a Path to Exile here to path our Ravager. I think I would let that happen. Now here, if they want to bounce, they have to get rid of their Teferi, which I'm kind of fine with. More than likely, they're going to cast something like Supreme Verdict this turn. Because like any Snapcaster Mage, any Supreme Verdict allows them to Supreme Verdict us. But maybe they just have things like Cryptic Command. Black is probably for Kaya's Guile. I guess I could just play this off my lands. Here we get to see it going. And that's the end. The question here is, oh, I guess I didn't have to tap these. I could have just used this. Oops. So they most likely have a... Okay, I'm surprised I didn't Snapcaster Supreme Verdict last turn. But I guess they want Cryptic Command. So for counter, tap my creatures? I think that kills them, right? I wonder if they have Path to Exile. It kind of makes me feel like they do. If they have Path to Exile, let's see. I can... So my artifact spells cost 2 less. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's fine. This way, if they have path, they have to path now. This should kill them, right? Let's see. So attack for 3. Let's see. So 3. Let's just go ahead and cast this. Done. Alright. So, yeah, that was like pretty impressive. Once we get the Mystic Forge going, it's like pretty impressive. So, Arcbound Ravagers had 3 counters. We can make it 4 counters. We can make it 5 counters, 6 counters, 7 counters, 8 counters, 9 counters, 10 counters, 11 counters, 12 counters, 13 counters, without actually sacrificing our taxing effects so that they can't interact with Hallowed Fountain, and then put all the counters on Ballista and shoot them down and kill them. So that was kind of impressive. I was kind of interested. I kind of liked that. Definitely like more Mystic Forge in this matchup. After that, what do I like? Hangerback Walker is good, but it's bad against Path to Exile. Throne of the God Pharaoh is probably decent if they have something like Stony Silence. What's not so great? Volt Scourge is kind of medium. Ornithopter is kind of medium. Signal Pest is pretty awful. But they're all good with the Throne of the God Pharaoh. I think Walking Ballista is only okay. Ornithopter is like really big for the synergies in the deck, but I don't know that I want it particularly. So go ahead and side that out. I think I'm just going to do minimum sideboarding here. Just some Throne of the God Pharaohs just to hedge against Stony Silence. It also does a little bit extra damage, and then extra Mystic Forge because that card is most likely the way that we're going to win this game. I think this hand is a mulligan. It's really close because of the double Thorn of the Amethyst. This card is like obviously very powerful against our opponent, but I think as it is a mulligan. This hand is closer. And I think I'm going to keep, even though it's a little weak. And I'm going to go ahead and put Master of Ethereum to the bottom. Because I think these being lands, essentially, are pretty big. Could have put Signal Pest to the bottom. Maybe that was better. But the idea is that if I don't draw a land, that Signal Pest is a much better spot to be in. But maybe we just can't win if we don't draw a land. And maybe that's like the reason I'm supposed to put that to the bottom. The unfortunate thing is they are Esper and not just blue-white. So if they do have something like Fatal Push is much better against us than Path to Exile, especially with us missing land drops here. Esper Charm. Ooh, that's pretty bad for us. How do you play Blast Zone in your 3-color deck? That's what I want to know. I guess they accomplished it. We'll literally concede basically anything. Alright, you win. Dead to Magic card. Yeah, I mean, we were most likely supposed to mulligan that one, but I felt like if we could get to the first Ethereum Sculptor, then we could kind of go off from there, but obviously that was not going to be the case. Yeah, just going to go ahead and run it back. Ugh. Once again, a mulligan. This is a keep. I'm just going to get rid of Signal Pest. That card has been less and less and less and less impressive to me. Like, the more that we've been playing, the less I've liked it. Oh, and it comes back. Well, I got 2 mana. London Mulligan is now just put the top or the cards on top of library. You didn't know? Oh, I didn't know that. That's good to know, I suppose. Path to Exile. Okay. Why did they shock with that then? I'm confused. Ah, they have an opt. So it could be Spell Pierce, but Spell Pierce is going to be good kind of like at any point. I'll just leave that on top. There's not a lot we can cast with the Mystic Forge, so I'm just going to leave that on top. Hopefully it doesn't get like Detention Sphered or Shattered or Disenchanted, I should say. And then we hopefully get to play a bunch of stuff off of it. Chief Engineer would be a pretty good draw at some point, but obviously we can't do that with Mystic Forge because we can't cast the Chief Engineer off this, but it would make the Throne of the God Pharaoh a lot better. They make us discard 2 cards. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, not drawing 2 cards. Like, we don't care about the cards in our hand anymore. Now that this is in play. Well, unfortunately, that's the second time that that's happened. I feel like there wants to be some sort of way to manipulate the top of our library outside of Mystic Forge. And this card, once again, proving how awful it is by just being in play. What up, Jace? Jace I'm not super afraid of. Jace is fine. Like, once you have the Mystic Forge in play, it gets a lot better. Cancel. Chief Engineer. Unfortunately, can't cast this. Do I actually want that then? I could hit like Mox Opal? Mox Opal Ravager? If they cast Supreme Verdict, am I going to want this card? I don't think so. Alright, that's unfortunate. Alright. It's a very high likelihood that our opponent casts Supreme Verdict this turn. They've had 2 Brainstorms with Jace now, although they didn't shuffle last time, so that's like a positive, I suppose. So they're only seeing 1 or 2 new cards. The Brainstorm puts 3, puts 2 back, and then they draw 1 for turn, and then draw 2 more additionally to the one that they've already seen. 1 black mana. Is this Fatal Push? Oh, that's fine. It's pretty decent. We get to kill Jace this turn then. Do I want another Mystic Forge? Probably not at the cost of killing Jace. Okay. Ugh. All right, well, they're almost out of cards. But Jace is going to be doing a good job of resupplying them. We're down 1 Walking Ballista. Yeah. I guess that turn I should have, like, attacked, pumped. They are forced a path, and then I don't have to use the second Mystic or the first Mystic Forge, since I kind of knew that was what I was going to do anyway. Yeah, that was kind of a mistake. Play Thorn. This kind of forces the action if they want to cast something, especially if it's like something like Snapcaster Mage. What can they do? They can like Snapcaster Path. They can Snapcaster Esper Charm. I don't know that that matters. Do. Logic Knot for 6. All right. Nope. Should probably tap the Blink Moth. It's one of your last cards, Cryptic Command. If one of the last cards, Cryptic Command, maybe. I almost like want them to cast it here. Esper Charm. And then looking for like Spell Snare or something. Fatal Push. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm just gonna pass here. I think we're like a full-on combo deck right now. Eventually they're gonna find a verdict though, but I think we're just trying to combo kill them. What is going on? There we go. My watch is like trying to give me updates and it's like tripling up on all the updates, and it's like, why are you telling me all of the things I already know? Well, that's not a Supreme Verdict. Second main phase Supreme Verdict? No? Okay. I don't want to play this Mystic Forge. It just costs too much mana. So if they want a Cryptic Command, they have to Cryptic Command now. If they don't Cryptic Command now, they're most likely dead. They might be dead anyway. Alright, let's do the math. They're at 17, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So they're not dead. How many Moxes do we have left? Still 3 Moxes. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Go to 4. So 14. And unfortunately, this Blink Moth Nexus is going to cost us one of these artifacts. Because I can't cast this because I don't have blue open. That might cost us the game. But so the nice thing is this is keeping track of how many artifacts we have. We have 13 artifacts and then 14 here, 15 for the shot. So I think we just pass here. I think if they have a Supreme Verdict, they have to do it now. Everything costs them 2 more. So Supreme Verdict will cost 6. This would make them, if they want to cast Cryptic Command, it would cost all of their mana. Alright, so this should be the game now. They can't cast spells anymore. So we have 16 artifacts because of the Master of Ethereum. We attack them for 2. They go to 14. We sacrifice a bunch of stuff, put it on the Walking Ballista after combat, and then shoot them, and they die. So we got to see the power of Mystic Forge there, and the power of the taxing artifacts. Even though it looked like, I mean, granted, they didn't draw Supreme Verdict in their top, like, X billion cards. But, like, usually they're only playing, like, 2 Supreme Verdicts or whatever. They were probably pretty favored to find one, but it's just like it's to this weird point where like these cards are going to outcard advantage them, and they're going to need a sweeper like basically every turn. So once the Mystic Forge is down, you should be favored against these blue-white X decks. And we kind of got to see it in the second game here. It's just, you know, the Mystic Forge was in play for far too long. We got to lock them out with Thorn of the Amethyst, Lodestone Golem, and then we knew that the coast was clear once they had the Cryptic Command, and then use the Blinkmoth Nexus to kill them. Well, Blinkmoth Nexus plus the Walking Ballista. So, see if we can manage the 3-2. See you for the next match.